which expression should we give Paul? Look
Yeah.
at, what if he saw a bear?
A bear might be. What about drawing him?
Uh-huh.
Drawing him. My
Paul.
big brother, cartoon athlete Paul DeBraze. Cartoon athlete Paul DeBraze. Paul is afraid of the fox and the hound
Okay,
style bear.
that's perfect.
The Fox and the Hound style bear?
Yeah, it's a ginormous, very scary looking thing.
That's perfect. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You're ready. All right. So, okay, Tommy, here we go. So let's make his face like this. That's the top part, and he's looking straight at us.
Tommy's gonna keep his face like that while he draws.
Tommy, you are great. Okay, here we go. He's got an ear on this side, an ear on this side, and his chin comes down like this. Actually, his chin comes down kind of far because his mouth is a little bit open. Oops. Okay, so here's, when you see his nose straight on, it's this little mark, and then the two nostrils just like that. Okay, and two little marks right here that show the top of his nose. Now, his eyes are very big and wide and staring because he's looking at a bear. Okay, so his eyes are very wide, and his mouth is also wide open. Ah! You can see his teeth, and his teeth, and his tongue.
Okay, I better erase it.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Okay, I better erase it.
that's fine. That was the first mark for the chin. Okay. His mouth is wide open because he's like, his breath goes in and it doesn't come back out. Okay. That looks good, and you can see his tongue. His mouth is open, so you can see his tongue sitting in there. Now, his eyebrows, when they're scared, are up like this, and still like, okay. Now, his neck comes down like this, and his shoulders will go out like this. Those are the guidelines. Let's use the black marker now. Oops, I'll need one too, please, Tommy.
Uh-huh.
I have a black marker. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start with his eyes, like this. His wide open eyes. His staring wide open eyes, because he is very afraid. Okay, and his eyeballs are right in the middle, like that. And his eyes are very, very wide open. They're almost popping right out of his head. Here. Okay. And his mouth is kind of wide open like that. You see the line of his teeth, and his teeth, and his tongue. Good one. Okay. His eyebrow, one of them is up like this, and the other one is kind of this shape. We'll just do them like this. We'll make them nice heavy eyebrows like Aladdin's so you can really see them. Okay. Now, I realized that I put my ears a little bit high because his ears are kind of right beside his eyes. So I'm going to fix that when I draw with my marker. Sometimes when you find if your guidelines are not exactly the way you want, you can change it when you draw with the marker.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What are you? Are you afraid of the Fox and the Hound style bear?
I'm terribly afraid of the fox and the hound style bear. I would run screaming away.
Screaming away.
Yep, now let's make his ear here. Right about here. See this? There's the eye and there's the ear. So we'll bring his ears down a little bit and then it will look, yeah. Okay. Then we're going to bring his chin down like this, around that. And then we're going to draw his hair on again. And his hair's even standing up a little bit because he's scared. Now, is he still wearing that same shirt?
The same shirt.
The same shirt. Okay, so here's his collar. Do you think the button came undone when he was scared? Did the button pop open? Or is it still done up?
Both.
Both. Okay, let's pop it open a bit because I think if you saw a bear, your button might pop.
Well, running to get your camera, you mean?
That's right. Exactly. Oh, I know the drill. Terry's running towards things that the rest of us are running away
Exactly.
from. Okay, and let's join his neck up right there.
Bushmaster, where? Fer de lance. Let me get that camera.
Okay, so now let's use the eraser to get rid of the guidelines. Ooh, what a great picture. He looks terrified.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. You can always extend the hair. That's easy to do because we're going to color that in, right?
Right.
No
Right.
problem at all.
No problem at all.
Nope, no problem at all. That's exactly what you need to do. Perfect.
He's very committed with that eraser. once he gets
Exactly.
going.
I like these art erasers because they don't pull the paper.
Yeah, you can.
Up.
Yeah.
You can go to town on it and not take your picture apart. Okay. So did you get rid of the guidelines?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to do the same for my picture.
Okay.
Okay, get rid of these guidelines.
Okay, what animals from the Fox and the Hound were you afraid of?
I think it was that bear.
A bear.
What kind of a bear was it?
A big. There was a shiny, gleaming, dark black bear. Was a big. There was a biggest, the giant tick,
Gigantic.
and huge,
Yeah.
and largest.
And when they looked at the bear, did they go like this? Ooh. Scary.
Scary bear.
Yeah. Scary bear, I'd say so. I'm going to have to borrow one of these to color in Paul's hair.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you've got it great how his hair is sticking up and he's scared of the bear. Or maybe he's just scared that he forgot his camera.
Paul actually gets out of the car when he sees a grizzly.
Oh.
The
Did that la-
grizzly.
I
And-
like the doors.
Yeah.
And
I comfort myself because Paul's very good at reading
you
animals.
Yeah.
comfort yourself. What?
I comfort myself.
That
When I
makes
think-
makes yourself feel better.
Yeah, I say, oh, it's gonna. I think to myself, he'll be fine because Paul really understands animals and what their behavior means.
So he knows when they're going to run towards him.
So he claims.
I've heard this line of reasoning before.
Yes.
You consider yourself as
Comfort.
what kind of teacher is reasonable?
What kind? A teacher who listens and thinks about her students or his students.
What's the name of the school when
reasonable.
you're okay? What is the name of the school when your teacher is reasonable?
When I was a teacher,
A reasonable teacher. What is the name of school?
I was a teacher at Bridlewood School.
Bridlewood School.
Yeah, I was pretty reasonable, I thought.
Did you consider yourself as a reasonable as a Bridlewood? But Bridlewood, what school?
Bridlewood Public School.
Bridlewood Public School teacher who was reasonable.
That's right.
I considered myself reasonable. Yes, I did.
Ooh, I'm loving this picture of
See,
the
Tommy?
terrified Paul.
Yeah, it's a rare sight, the terrified Paul.
As I say,
Generally a very
it could
calm
only
guy.
mean that his camera equipment is somewhere else.
It's true. It can only mean he lost his camera with the very
That's right.
expensive lens.
Okay, so there he is. Yep, and we colored that in because that's the inside of his mouth, so it's dark. Woo, I like this guy.
He's very scared looking.
He really is.
Well, the book says terrified.
He is terrified. That's right. That's not, terrified is not just a little bit scared. It's very, very, very scared. So this person is terrified. Very, very, very scared. Okay, so are we going to add on the checkers again? Good idea. Now, when people are very, very scared, Tommy, what kind of thing do they usually say?
Oh no!
Oh no! Okay. All right, so, and they usually say it quite loudly when they're scared because they don't go, oh no, they go, oh no! So if you want to show that in a cartoon, you use capital letters and big letters. Oh, no, and exclamation points.
That's one thing Tommy is actually he's pretty savvy to those nuances in written language. It's very interesting.
Excellent.
Have you noticed on Facebook that Tommy's punctuation and things are very
I've noticed
accurately used?
That the language is constantly evolving. That
Yes.
the practice of all of that writing is
Yes,
really making a
it's
difference.
really huge.
We should be answering questions like that.
Uh-huh.
What's great is
We
it,
just-
Yeah.
it's a practice forum that's
which is
actually
good.
like real.
Yeah, well, and
It's a real life
and Tommy, you
situation.
do a great job when you don't understand something to ask people what they mean by that.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah.
So that's really good. Okay, so there's Paul, and he says, "Oh no!" And what would make Paul feel this scared? Let's see what's in his thought bubble. Mom thinks it would be that he forgot his camera. If he saw a bear, he would be upset because he forgot his camera.
I forgot my camera.
I think that that's correct.
What does I forgot my camera?
It means he's terrified that he'll miss the chance to get a close-up picture of a bear.
Picture. What's a picture of the bear?
The picture of the bear, this is what he's picturing in his head, that he will have a good picture of this part of the bear. Look at this. There's his mouth, there's his teeth, there's his other teeth, and there's his eyeballs. There we go.
Extreme close up.
An extreme close-up of the bear. That's what he wants to have, but he knows he's terrified he might miss it and never get another chance to take that picture.
Okay.
The other great thing about drawing is it allows you to start into perspective taking very
Yes.
actively, because
Yeah.
what terrifies you and what terrifies
Someone
Paul
else.
and what terrifies whoever, they're different things.
Yeah.
So it allows you, and the thought bubble piece is really critical because it gives the thoughts behind the words you hear. So you start
Yeah.
to actively
Tommy's
picture
noticing a
the
lot
mindset.
of that. Yeah. Tommy, I think one of the things that he's noticing really well now is that what people say and what they're really feeling are often completely
It can be different.
incongruous. And it's
Wow. That's really great. What a good picture of Paul.
Paul. I might never get this picture of this bear. I forgot you right, Trace.
Look at that. He looks truly terrified. Let's get that shirt color in there. This shirt is actually turning out to be quite the adventure wear.
Paul does wear a lot of plaid shirts.
There you go. So this
I
is a
think it
6.
goes hand in hand with your tuition glove.
Yeah. They won't let you in the door unless you have the outfit.
You know,
Oh.
like Trent, they give you a little satchel. Like,
The first year Paul was at
Oops.
Guelph, he had long hair. Paul's hair was like down to his shoulders.
Yeah.
And he was recognizable on campus by the big beard and the long hair down to his shoulders. And he's quite tall. And he told me that he entered the lecture hall on the first day, second semester of one of his classes, and he heard someone whisper, "Jesus is in this class." I think it was Jesus. I don't know. He was known around campus by various
good.
nicknames, yeah.
Ooh.
I think he wore sandals a lot too. so-
Yeah. Did he wear robes?
He wants to. His plan in life is to become a professor, grow a very long beard, and walk around in robes
robes.
with a staff, he
Yeah.
says.
you're still allowed to.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think they have any policy at all.
No, there's no dress code for props, I don't think.
Not at all.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely would.
Oh yeah.
Just a bathing suit.
Yeah, just for the comedy factor.
Yeah,
Really.
just to make it keep them awake by keeping it interesting.
Exactly.
So that's a pretty exciting award that John received.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. So it's,
I mean-
it was fun. We went down to Toronto together, and we were able to. It was like a morning ceremony thing. So.
Oh, nice. So, I mean, did they know that?
Ceremony
was coming?
about what?
Did they know what?
Did they know they were getting that award for quite some time?
Sorry, I'm sorry for
Just a
interrupting.
little bit. That's okay, Tommy. We were talking about something
fucking
entirely different.
Yeah.
So what was your question? Or your comment?
It's about what?
Was it a comment or a question?
Oh, sorry, just teasing.
Just teasing?
Oh no, he was asking what the meeting with conference.
Oh.
A meeting about what?
Yeah.
Oh, John won a prize for being a good scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And so we had to go to Toronto for him to get the prize. A man gave it to him.
Mhm.
And they took his picture and put it on the website. Here we go. There's Paul's eyes. Oh no!
Oh no! I forgot my camera.
That is a great picture. I
It's
love
really
that
good.
picture.
It's
I do.
really good.
That's a fantastic picture. Oh man. It looks exactly like that.
I'm gonna miss the shot. Oh no! I forgot
It
my
also could have
camera.
been, I brought the wrong lens.
That's right.
Left my battery on the charger.
There's lots of things that will terrify a biologist with a camera. Without a camera.